Om Sadashivasamadambham Shankaracharyamadhyamam Asmadacharyaparyantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vasudevasutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. So in this topic of Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, we are trying to understand Maya Shakti and not be under the spell, but see that we are free from the gunas and that we have always been free. To see that we are free, we have to see how gunas impact us, how we identify with the gunas, and how a lot of our patterns of thinking, behaving, identifying are related to the gunas. We saw that the Sattva guna can as though bind. Understand that no guna can bind us, but seemingly bind because we identify with our thoughts. Identify is a big word. I am my thoughts, that's it. I am sad. I am angry. I am irritated. I want to strangle the person, etc., etc. I am enraged. And all these delicate flavors make me so happy. All different things that give us pleasure. So I can get very dependent on pleasure from different objects, different situations, and seek only those experiences and not inquire into the Atma. Even spirituality will be reduced to a feel-good experience. Today meditation was very nice. Today nothing happened in meditation. So this is Sattva Guna talking, okay? So I can be free, recognizing that the Sattva Guna has its play. Guna Guneshu Vartante. They keep having the play. Every name and form is like that. But I can see the play and be untouched by all of it while participating in the play. So we continue, we see how Rajas as though binds us. Page number 6, 14.7. Rajo ragatmakam vidhi Krishna sangha samudbhavam nannibhatmatikam teya karma sangena dehinam. Rajas causes coloring of the mind. So Shankaracharya says, just like a white cloth, if it's dyed in any color, this mind gets that color. So what about it? It causes Trishna, longing. I have not been able to come up with a better example than मैं और मेरी तन्हाई. If you know of any other example, please share. So the very famous dialogue, right? मैं और मेरी तन्हाई अक्सर ये बातें करते हैं. तुम होती तो ऐसा होता, तुम होती तो वैसा होता. Then
तुम होती तो ये करती,
हाँ, तुम इस बात पे हंसती, तुम
इस बात पे गुस्सा,
इस बात पे गुस्सा होती, तुम इस बात पे हैरान होती, what else? तुम ये करती, तुम वो करती. So beautiful, oh wow, so romantic, lovely. This is the progression from love to raga to dependence. So of course the lover is away. You are dwelling on the person and the time spent together. Wonderful, fantastic. But in the progression of thought, you will reach a point, or at least Amitabh Bachchan, or whoever in the situation reaches a point when I cannot do without that person. I cannot do without that situation. So if this happens and that will happen and so on and so forth. So there is a projection of Purnata onto the situation. So my famous example as in, I often encourage people to complete the sentence, I will be happy when. Give me some examples. Quickly, whatever comes to mind. I will be happy when.
The ashram is ready.
The ashram is ready. I will be happy when.
breakfast is done.
Breakfast is done. I will be happy when.
I make money.
I make money. I will be happy when. Huh? When I see the beautiful nature. I will be happy when.
My wife listens to me.
My wife listens to me. Okay. So now, until my desire is fulfilled, some of them are binding in what one has described, some of it may not be. I cannot allow myself to be happy. Because as things are, they are not okay at all. Maybe I am working towards whatever are the goals, but still it's not okay. This is the impact of Rajas. Creating so much Trishna, so much longing because of Adhyasa. So those who are familiar with Adhyasa. So I project Purnata on the object, on the situation, knowing that no object, even if it is called happiness, happiness is not a quality of the object. If it was, then everybody would be happy with that same object. It's not a quality, it's not a property of that object, or even of a person. So now there is an as though Tani Badhnati, totally bound and wrung with what? Karma. So whatever be the craving, will it sit in one corner of your mind along with all the other thoughts? No way. It will prompt you to do a lot of karma. So just to get married, what a long list is there, right? So not only dating but horoscope matching for some people, then deciding on the basis of current data, is it okay, is it enough, no, more meetings required, not. So pay attention to what might be our desires, because of which we say, I will be happy when X happens. Those indicate binding desires. Because now I am not okay without completion of them. Why do I call them binding desires? Because I am dependent on that situation, that person, that object for the sense of Purnata. And naturally, if the desires are there, I will get everybody to work also So not only me, I am working very hard, but everyone else has to do this. Some of our well-entrenched opinions, we have a lot of raga towards it. This is how things should be. Queen of Sheba says everyone should sit in a particular way. And if somebody doesn't follow through, they've had it. And I can justify it by saying, you have to live a life according to principles and create hell for everyone. So this is raga. Okay, don't think raga is only for object. The different feelings that we experience. This is okay. No, this is not okay. It should be out from the list. I don't like this. I should not feel it. The more shoulds you have in your life, it may be an indication of raga. So therefore, action, karma has to follow. Then what about tamas? Tamas jnanajam vidhi mohanam sarvadehinam pramadadasya nidravihi tandibadnati bharata. For Sattva, he only said badnati, binds. For Rajas and Tamas, he added one prefix, nibadnati, like really binds, okay, as though, of course. So what does Tamas do? Tamas is born of avidya, but so is Sattva and Rajas. But here the avidya is pointing to not knowing what is dharma, what is adharma. Always confused in different situations. Sometimes in the way in which one is raised, if the home atmosphere was not very predictable, the mother or the father losing temper and so on, then I'm walking on eggshells, so I better be careful. And therefore, there might be doubt. Am I doing the right thing? Am I not doing the right thing? What should I do? What should I not do? Doubt is healthy, no problem, it's good. But is it leading to sensible conclusion? Or am I just getting stuck with the doubt? So tamas will point to these kind of confusions, and as a result of which, when the person is in the grip of tamas, then I don't care. So this is not just teenagers saying we can kind of say, okay, it goes with the territory, it goes with the phase. Shrugging the shoulders, saying, I don't know, I don't care. But our indifference to things, in a village, the king was very disturbed because he heard that there is a lot of corruption. And so he asked his minister, please come up with an idea. We have to find out who all are involved. So minister says, okay, you will have to trust me on this. He goes to a hill and he constructs a pit. And he tells the king, announce that each family has to bring a glass of milk on Purnima night. Okay, announcement made. And the pit is constructed in such a way that there is a ladder that goes up, but nobody can see what is in the pit. So different, like one member from each family, they walk towards that pit on the hill, and their glass is covered. So they go and then they say, okay, this is my contribution. And somebody is standing there on the ladder, they pour the contents of that glass into the pit. So this is happening on Purnima night. Then the king is asked to come, and he also invites all the villagers. So then as sunrise happens, and the king is expecting to see the entire pit that is full of milk, and then he goes up that ladder and he says, okay, and he looks and he sees only water. And he says, am I not seeing this correctly? What was everyone asked to pour? Milk, Your Highness, but there is only water here. And all the villagers, they put their head down. And then they're asked, but you all were told to put milk. Oh, we thought someone else will do it. What was your reason? I thought someone else will do it. What was your reason? Someone else will do it. Why should I do it? This is tamas. Indifference. I don't care. Someone else is there, they will do it. Why हम लोग क्यों माथा फोड़ी करने का? But all important issues require contribution, require karma. This, when we are under the impact of tamas, it's very easy to feel indifferent and lazy and shrug off responsibility. We don't have a commitment problem, we have a responsibility problem. Because we are always expecting someone to give us responsibility, but really, in the true sense, I believe, the responsibility is taken, not given, otherwise it feels like a burden. So of course, tamas is very welcome when it contributes to sleep. As the day progresses, maybe a little bit in the afternoon, little nap. And there better be tamas in the evening. We don't want too much rajas, otherwise we have problems falling asleep. So tamas has a contribution to make. And the point of all of this is that I equals state of mind. And therefore it seems like the gunas as though bind. The gunas can never bind the Atma, but we are under the grip or the spell of these ways of thinking and behaving. So more on this in the next class. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhavet Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om